Creativity is an addiction. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut because we all make mistakes. So let's turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. I was introduced to a word today, birther. I've never heard of this word or term until today's headlines. Promoting baseless birther conspiracy theories. Birther, B-I-R-T-H-E-R. It's a noun, a person who subscribes or promotes an incorrect belief. With all that we've gone through over the past 10, 20 years, and this is the first time that I've been given the description of another person like this, birther. Usually when we hear the word birth, we associate it with our mothers, to whom I'm incredibly grateful for. But in this case, a birther can be any gender, and there's no conspiracy in that. How many of us deal with daily birthers? My choice is to always stay free of their space, and eventually they'll locate a stage. Usually it's attached to social media. As a daily writer, I give birth to new thoughts and ideas, but I'm not a birther. I'm not trying to sell you an incorrect belief. New words. Oh, I love locating new words. I'm always in the market to learn different ways to create conversation. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer, the silent wolf. That means I sit beneath the brush of the tree and I watch, I listen, I study. We create conversation. Because there's so many things that we're passing each and every day that sometimes we need someone to say, hey, tap on the shoulder here. Can we talk? This is The Daily Mess. I'm almost afraid to stroll through the forest this new day. This one right here in South Charlotte, North Carolina. Yesterday's flooding redesigned the shape of the hill. The area dedicated to being my sacred circle was completely washed away. It's gone. But that's how nature works. It's always replacing and regenerating new energies in areas that offer a different layer of inspiration and or influence. I was shocked to see the scars left behind in the front of the forest this morning. Water is unbelievably powerful as well as unforgiving. In the wake of the aftermath, how will the forest floor recuperate? As a student, this is where the journey and the spiritual connection actually continues. Being aware of all changes, not just personal, it teaches us to listen beyond the voices that we have in our head and heart. How many storms do we personally move through without stopping to study the scars? Those mental storms, those changes, those challenges, those evolutions that we're moving through, and we tend to drop behind, not as breadcrumbs so that we can find our way back, but we just want to get away from it without learning by its way. I think that's one of the things that I learned in growing into a third degree black belt position in life. And that is that it wasn't always about the punching, the kicking, the hitting, the tournaments, the gold medals wrapped around your neck. It was about the history, knowing what got you to this place and the amazing amount of energy that was required for it to pass through time and reach you. The same is true about our daily walk. Where do you like to stroll? It doesn't have to be a forest. It can be a mall. It can be your business, a staircase, just to get your heart rate up. Where do you find your place where you can just belong? Now, when you arrive there, look for the scars, because in those scars are the stories. Listen to them, become part of it, and expose your own scars, because that is a connection that nobody else is a part of. I'm Arroe, and that's The Daily Mess.